can back your transcript with a letter of reference together with the supporting information from an employer to prove your English language proficiency. There is this question people do ask me, and it is, can I use my school's transcript as a proof of English language proficiency with the UK NMC, that I don't have to write IELTS or OET? I'm going to give a quick answer to this. So if probably you've asked this question before, I think watching this video to the end will give you an insight. Welcome back to this page. If today is your first time seeing me, my name is Stackmatch. You can simply call me Kobe. I talk about stuff in relation to nursing, IELTS, and everything I believe adds value to your life. So don't forget to follow this page, and then don't forget to like this video if it interests you, and above all, share so that someone looking for an answer to this question can also enjoy as well. Thank you very much. Let's dive right into it. Now you may be asking, what is transcripts? So the transcript is the physical document you are given after you complete school, and basically it just consists of all the subjects you did and the grades you had. Okay, so people have been asking me, can I use my school's transcript to prove my English language proficiency, and if it's possible, how do I do it? First of all, I'll start by saying that when I had these questions from people, I went to the UK NMC's website to do further research to see if it's possible to use your transcripts just like that without having to write IELTS or OET. And one thing I found was that there's no information on the website to say you can use only your transcript to prove your English language proficiency. But the only instance your transcript come into play is when you want to use SIFE, which is supporting information from your employer. Okay, and I think I've done a lot of videos on this topic. I still believe that people have got issues with it, so I'll spend time and then talk extensively about SIFE and then transcript. Okay, so that if you meet the criteria, I can go forth and then use it. But you can't just use your transcripts, even though your courses were taught and examined in English. You can't just use that. Yeah, it's either you are writing IELTS or OET, or if you meet the SIFE criteria, it's either you are going for that. Now let's say you meet the SIFE criteria. What does that mean? What does it imply? How does your transcript come in? There are some people who have been in the UK for 1 year and more and have worked in the health and care setting, and they believe that these people can communicate in English. Okay, so in that case, they don't have to write IELTS or OET to prove their English language proficiency. But for such people to go through this process, they have to use what we call the supporting information from employers. What the SIFE means is that your employer comes in to tell the UK NMC that they've worked with you a couple of times or within this specified period, and you have been communicating in English with your patients, with other colleagues and staff, and you are good at the English language. So when given the chance to join the UK NMC, and when even given the chance to work as a nurse or midwife, you can communicate effectively in English. Okay, so this is where your employer steps in. One thing to take into consideration is that to be able to use the SIFE, you've got to back that with your school's transcripts, and the UK NMC has specified how your transcript should look. Okay, one thing I remember is that it should specify that you had 75% clinical interaction with patients and other service users, and then something like that. Okay, now the point where your transcript is not specifying or explaining this in details, the UK NMC would want you to go back to your school to get a letter of reference to back your transcript, to say this is what my transcript is, and then this is what has been happening. Okay, it's just to explain what the UK NMC wants to see, and it can back your transcript with a letter of reference together with the supporting information from an employer to prove your English language proficiency. So in short, it's like you get a letter of reference, you get your transcript, and then you get supporting information from an employer, and all these put together will prove to the UK NMC that you can communicate effectively in English. So basically, this is something I want you to know. It's just the prelims, okay? But I'll try as much as possible to make an extensive video explaining this in detail, so that if you want to go by this route, you know how to expect. Thank you very much for being with me up to this point. If this video has been very helpful, I believe that there are others out there who are seeking to get it as well. So don't forget to share. And if you want to get exclusive content on this platform, endeavor to follow, so that anytime I upload, you'll be notified. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.